We just got introduced to brand new characters in the world of Poppy Playtime, and this is big news considering Chapter 3 is right around the corner. Mob Entertainment finally introduced the Smiling Critters. These new characters are about to play a big role in the lore of Poppy Playtime, and because of this, I don't think it's just a coincidence that they are now being introduced so close to the release of Chapter 3. So, what are the Smiling Critters? Well, on the surface level, they are just a plush line of several animals with large open mouths, but I believe they are a lot more important than we think. They appear to be inspired from 1980s culture from IPs like Care Bear and My Little Pony. The critters are small, multicolored anthropomorphic animals, each appearing to be a plush toy with large open smiles and black round eyes. Each toy has a unique pendant attached to them, like a heart, light bulb, or a flower. These pendants represent the personality traits of each critter. Also, each smiling critter comes with the ability to emit its own unique scent, which is used traditionally to aid with sleep or relaxation, being based off of a specific type of plant or flower. Now, before we jump into who these new characters are, let's look at the animation that shows us some of their story. In the Poppy Playtime cartoon Cant Sleep, we see a short story that unfolds on a stormy and windy night, depicted by a dark and unsettled atmosphere, which is contrast to the uplifting nature of the smiling critters. The time on the clock shows 10:06 p.m., clearly very late at night, and the smiling critters, except Catnap, are huddled together in this cabin. They are all wrapped in blankets with worried expressions on their face. They engage in conversation, discussing their fear of the howling wind. The tension increases as a tree branch snaps off, causing Crafty Corn to cower and seek shelter under her blanket. Dog Day attempts to uplift the mood by reassuring everyone that everything will be okay. Suddenly, there is a knock at the door, and we are met with none other than Catnap. The critters' faces light up with relief as they all call out Catnap's name. They then plead with Catnap, seeking assistance in falling asleep, almost as if they can't sleep without his help. In response, Catnap releases a red gas from his mouth. The critter's laughter takes on a disturbing and eerie tone as the gas fills the cabin. As a result, the critters fall to the floor dead asleep, while Catnap sits awake on the couch. With this chilling freeze frame, the credits roll. So clearly this episode shows us that the gang relies on Catnap to help them fall asleep with the aid of this red gas that he emits. Now, who are each of these smiling critters? In total, there are 8 of these new characters. The first being a male light blue elephant named Bubba Bubbafin. His pendant is a light bulb and his scent is lemongrass. Based on his description, Bubba is the most intelligent smiling critter and acts as the brain of the gang, although some might consider him a smarty pants. This behavior is backed up by his light bulb pendant, which is something often used in cartoons to convey brilliant ideas, and by his interactions with Crafty Corn in the cartoon's intro, when he removed her painting from the easel to reveal a complex math equation. So clearly he is very smart. Bubba is observant and level-headed, keeping his friends on the right track to make smart decisions so they can create a bright future for themselves. The next smiling critter we were introduced to was a red female bear named Bobby Bearhug. Her pendant is a ruby red heart and her specific scent is of a rose. Considering the heart-shaped pendant, she is the lover of the group, possessing warm and compassionate qualities. She seems to care deeply about her friends and everything around her. We can assume she will act as a peacemaker if there is any kind of altercation amongst the crew. However, Bobby can also be seen as naive, as she may care about someone who doesn't have her best intentions at heart. The third critter is a female scion unicorn named Crafty Corn, and her scent is of a jasmine flower. With a 5-petal rainbow flower pendant, she is considered the artist of the group. Based on her description, Crafty Corn is a creative unicorn with a passion for art, sharing its important with the other members of the crew. She also appears to be an optimist, seeing the beauty in all things around her. In the cartoon's intro, Crafty Corn demonstrates her skills as a talented painter, painting an exact replica of Bobby Bearhug. Now, despite her zealous behavior, Crafty Corn is often shown to be timid and jumpy, as she cowered under her blanket when the tree branch snapped off during the windy storm during the cartoon. The fourth smiling critter is a male yellow chicken named Kickin' Chicken, and his scent is a lang lang flower. Kickin' Chicken is described as the cool kid of the smiling critters crew, hence his star-shaped pendant, meaning he loves to be the star of the show. He highly values this representation of himself, so he maintains his image through everything he does. This behavior appears in the cartoon's intro, where he is seen surfing, which is a sport generally considered to be cool. Kickin' Chicken Chicken also has a strong sense of determination, as he will emerge unfazed from any tense situation that could potentially bother him. Although despite this behavior, Chicken is prone to fear, as he cowered with the other smiling critters during the windy storm. The fifth critter we were introduced to is a male orange dog named Dog Day, with his scent being of vanilla. According to his description, Dog Day is a ray of sunshine, considering his sun-shaped pendant. He is the trusted leader of the Smiling Critters gang. Dog Day has a sunny demeanor, always looking at the bright side of things and encouraging others in their time of need. Although, like some of the other Smiling Critters, Dog Day seems to fear the wind as it scares him. Though because of his uplifting demeanor, he attempts to convince the others that the windy storm will pass. The sixth critter is a female pink pig named Picky Piggy, and her scent is citrus. With an apple-shaped pendant, Picky Piggy is a healthy eater who loves food and encourages her friends to eat a well-balanced diet. Although she also harbors a secret fondness for her favorite foods, being cheeseburgers and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which are not the healthiest. Being the pig of the group, she is known as the eater, always happy to have a meal with the gang as food brings a smile to her face. The seventh critter is a female green bunny named Hoppy Hopscotch, and her scent is of a peppermint. Poppy is an energetic and enthusiastic rabbit, which is represented by her lightning bolt pendant. She is sometimes loud and impatient, but will always stay by her best friends. She is particularly fond of outdoor sports, especially soccer, as shown in the intro of the Smiling Critters cartoon. She is the athletic one in the group, constantly bolting around. And last but not least, we have a male purple cat named Catnap, and his scent is lavender. This, of course, is our chapter 3 main antagonist. Catnap is stated to be gentle, bashful, and highly impressionable. While eerie and unnerving at first glance, Catnap is actually more of a calming presence who takes his job of being the playcare caretaker very seriously, as he always wants to make sure his friends are getting the proper bed rest that they need. This is why his pendant is of a moon. He very much enjoys watching them sleep soundly and is able to easily take care of the wants and needs of everyone around him. Catnap was also described as docile in the months following his creation. However, behind this facade, Catnap has a much darker personality. Like in the Smiling Critters cartoon, Catnap puts everyone asleep and sits there with a big smile and deep dark eyes. There is a lot to be said about this character, but that's for another video. What do you guys think about the Smiling Critters? Do you find them interesting? Do you think they will play a big part in the overall lore of Poppy Playtime? I didn't think this was going to be the direction that they would take this chapter, but it has me excited for what's to come next. So with that being said, let me know how you guys feel in the comments, and if you like horror game content like this, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to follow my Twitter at TerrifyT. Thanks for watching.